In this problem, we're dealing with a geometric sequence. We are told that the first term is 8 and the fourth term is 216. And what it's asking us to find is the sum of the first 12 terms. So you can see I've written out here the two formulas we're going to be utilizing. Obviously we're going to be using the sum formula because we're trying to find the sum of the first 12 terms. So using that equation, our n value will be 12 since we're looking for the 12th term. A1 represents our first term, which is 8. And then we're going to subtract A1 multiplied by r to the power of n. Now the problem here is we don't know r. We don't know what the common ratio is in this geometric sequence. So that's why we need to use this formula over to the right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a sub n as our fourth term since we know what it is. So a of 4 is going to equal a1 multiplied by r to the power of n minus 1. And again, our n value here is 4. Okay, so let's work this out. We know our fourth term actually is 216. Our first term is 8. And what we're looking for is our common ratio there. And it's going to be to the power of 3. It's 4 minus 1. Okay, so our next step here would be to just divide everything by 8. So we cancel those out there. 216 divided by 8 gets us 27. So that is what r cubed is equal to. So to find out the value of r, we would take the cubed root of 27, which just so happens to be 3. Awesome. So now that we've figured out our common ratio, we can go back to the right here, or sorry, the left, and replace r with that value of 3. Our n value is 12 since we're looking for the sum of the first 12 terms. Okay, so within the denominator will be 1 minus our ratio of 3. And then after working that out in your calculator, you should get a final answer of 2,125,760. So that's our third option. All right, hope that was helpful, and thanks for visiting JD's Preparation.